Welcome to the 10 p.m. show. I'm your host YuNi and I'm here with my co-host today, Jon.
Hey.
Okay, now it's raining and you might hear some unwanted noises, but it's all fine. It wouldn't stop us from having this podcast and interact with all of you as you guys know that we actually love all of you, okay?
You
Uh,
talk as if like the rain is going to hit you directly or something like that.
I mean,
No roof, ah.
if it hits hard like to me, then the audiences couldn't like enjoy our podcast already. So, God bless. So anyway, today's topic is a bit, I think, quite close to our heart. Because
Hmm.
I believe everyone somehow in their life actually might be accidentally or somehow got scammed. Right? It's either you scam people or you got scammed anyhow in your life, right? As in, like, let's
Hmm.
say when you go to buy stuff and the fella is like, oh, it's 5 ringgit, but
Hmm.
maybe this thing just cost like 1 ringgit, and that time you didn't do research, and it's considered scamming because they upsell you so much, right? So anyway, if you have any comments or any questions, please feel free to leave in the comment section below, and we will be replying to you and answer your questions during our podcast. Okay. So recently I've seen something, like iPhone 13 Pro Max, iPhone 13 Pro
Mhm.
Max, but iPhone 13 has been released,
Mhm.
and it caused like a very chaotic reaction, within all the Apple fans and stuff, right?
What's wrong with it?
I mean, nothing's wrong with it lah, but the thing is, when the latest iPhone series has been released, you can expect like the previous version of iPhone will be cheaper, right? So I have one question for you, Jonathan.
Mhm.
Do you want to buy an iPhone? I mean, iPhone 11 Pro Max in particular.
Not really. My phone's still working.
The thing is, there's discount. There's discount, so it's very irresistible.
Hey,
Right?
hey, hey, don't stereotype me. Just because I'm Malaysian, just because got discount, I must buy one.
No, the thing is, right? It's not too expensive, for a phone that has like 256 gigs. It only
Mm.
costs you like 2,500, and for 512 gig, it costs you 2,800. Why not?
Very cheap, man.
It's considered cheap. I mean, like, compared to the latest 13 Pro Max, it costs like what, 7,000 for a terabyte.
Oh, suck it.
Suck
Few
it.
months salary.
Okay, but I think that's not the issue right here. The issue
Hmm.
is recently there's a Chinese internet persona,
Mhm.
as in what we call Wang Hong, internet red. Someone's famous online on Facebook, Instagram, or whatever platform it is.
Mhm.
Previously she scam people, and then she has this very very this gambling addiction, and she says, "Oh, I'm sorry for that, and please forgive me." And recently she came out again and selling iPhone to like people out there.
Mhm.
And the thing is, she sells iPhone, right? And the buyer actually like confirmed like twice or thrice, like how much does it cost. It's like 2,500 for 256 gig and 2,800 for 512 gigs. But the thing is, once a scammer, you are forever a scammer. It you can't change that behavior from someone who likes to scam people for the living. Do
So
you
in
agree
the
with
end,
that?
what happened?
In the end, she shipped out a 64 gig iPhone 11 Pro Max, which is not Malaysian set. It's actually like American set.
Uh-huh. Isn't
And
it better?
no,
No.
I mean, it's locks to the
Lock.
telco,
Oh, oh,
to the
okay, okay.
provider,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah, 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 yeah.
And then I was like, nah, why is there so many scammers out there? Like,
Hmm.
what's the purpose of doing all this? We know we are trying so hard to actually live our life, and then you just scam away our life savings by doing all these things that, I mean, for your own benefit, right?
Hmm.
So anyway, there's a lot of scams and fraud out there.
Hmm.
Uh, I don't know whether you experienced it before or not. I mean, in the comment section below. If you do, please leave your experience in the comment section, and we will be reacting to you or replying to you as soon as possible lah. Okay, so
We both got a lot, ma.
we both, yeah, that's the thing. I mean, do you have any experience to share about it?
Of course, got lah.
I
One
mean,
one of it is you, ma. I'm not saying that uni scammed me, but he is the one that got scammed. Well, partially, but yeah, I accompany him to go and do a police report lah. But anyways, it
mm,
was
mm,
just
mm.
this uni go and went and go and someone called him
I mean, we'll
and
talk more
say
about it
it's
later, lah.
important. Yeah, yeah,
We'll
it's
talk
more
about.
important. But
Mm,
anyways, in the end is that he only passed is not got scammed, so he just released certain information. We went to the police station, and then the police at the front gate, right? Is it?
Yeah. It
Remember,
was
no,
at
the
the
fella
like,
carrying MP5,
yeah, at
one
the guard
machine
house. They'll be
gun.
like, "What you want? Like, what you
But
want?"
they're quite friendly. They're quite friendly. We just asking. We asked
Mm.
them. We told them our situation. They say there's no case there. That's the problem,
Because
right?
there's no money
And now
involved.
report.
There's no
Yeah,
money
no money
involved.
involved. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what they mentioned to us. Yeah, but
So
anyways, moving on.
I mean, I think most of the time, the reason why people go, to make police report and stuff is because first thing first, they are afraid. They have this
Mm,
fear whether, hey, am I
mm,
getting scammed? My information is leaked. So is it legit, right? So anyway, we will talk further about it later. But
mm,
I myself have this not that experience you talked about, but I have like the other experience that I
mm.
myself experienced. So what happened was I knew a girl when I was drinking. Oh, when I was drinking with my friend, and she came by, and then she's doing some charity stuff lah. And
Wow, you need them ons, huh? Drinking got girl approach you, one, huh?
dude, single and hormone working very hard. It's all the hormone, it's all the hormone talking. It doesn't matter. So what happened was I don't know why she got my number, because I think maybe I asked her like what's your proper job, what's your main job, and whatever it is,
Mm,
and
mm.
we exchanged number. So I mean, after a few weeks, she actually contacted me. She's like, "Oh, I actually need help. I don't have money to eat." I was like, okay lah, never mind lah. If your salary hasn't been released, because it's like it's start of the month. I said, never
Mm.
mind. I transfer you a little bit lah, just for you to survive, your dinner and stuff. Okay, so I did that. She says she will pay back to me. I mean, obviously, when someone asks money from you, there's no coming back. Okay, so everyone in the comment, please do not simply borrow money to people. Okay,
Hey, how much you borrow though? How much you pinjam her?
it's not too much lah. It's just ngam for a meal lah, I would say.
Oh, 5 ringgit only, ah.
No lah. I was it 20 or 15? I don't remember. But I think it's 20, somewhere there lah.
20 also need to scam, ah. Wow,
And then the next, I think a
market,
few days later, right? And then she's like,
Mm.
actually need help again. I was like, no. You didn't pay me back, and then you didn't fulfill a promise. I'm not going to do that anymore. And I say good luck. Ever since then, she went disappeared.
Mm.
So I mean, it's not a lesson to learn, but because there's time to time, actually people needs help. But because of these people exist, they make people have this thought where, people who wants to borrow money, who use empathy and who actually I wouldn't say abuse, but actually try to use your sympathy and empathy. They'll be like, are you a scammer? I'm not sure whether you're a scammer. So they decided not to do all this, right?
Mm, yeah.
So I mean, speaking about that, it's mostly from phone call lah, because like she texted me and ring me about it,
Mm.
right? So I believe
I mean, basically, yeah, you say like that, right?
mm-hmm.
You want to finish your thought first?
I was like, basically a lot of these scams, they actually happen through phone call. Do you agree with that?
Yeah. Because for phone calls, right? I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I think it's the most common. Most common. Right now,
Yeah.
also, I think it's the most common. Especially,
Yes.
like, I mean, I think the audience, most of you also got kena this stuff, scam calls before. Usually they'll
Mm.
start with they'll start with an automated message one. You know, they'll pretend to be certain like a company
Kepada
or
pelanggan yang dihormati.
yeah. They say they'll claim you have some issue or if
Yeah.
you're police they say you have a summon you have to come but
Yeah.
anyways all those type of things then
Mm.
the thing is after that they will how's it they'll try to direct you to go and claim money lah or something like that. You have to pay lah, all that type of thing,
Yeah,
right?
this is the most
Then
common
after
thing.
yeah, but anyways, usually the machine will ask you to press a number, right?
Yeah,
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 they'll
yeah.
ask you to press one to talk to customer service. What if you press one gao lat, you talk to the fella, right? Yeah,
You're already
it
halfway
wastes your
there.
time. Yeah.
You're already
Yeah,
halfway
yeah, yeah.
there.
That's the thing. That's the thing. But
Mm-hmm.
the thing is, you can see, right,
Mm-hmm.
the difference between the customer service, a real customer service
Mm.
from the government or whoever, police all right,
Mm.
is usually is more polite. The scammer all very like don't know why lah. Like if you take your time to answer their question, they'll get angrier, you know.
But I mean, why? What? You
I
want
I don't
you to
know
scam
eh.
people's money, you know.
Yeah, you scam people money, then you get angry, right?
You always have to
Very
be.
weird.
You always have to be courteous when you ask for money from someone, right?
Yeah,
Even though you're
yeah, yeah,
scamming the
yeah. That's the
fella.
thing. That's the thing. I don't know why this scammer. I think that's one of the things, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It is trying to scare you or something like that because maybe you start panicking or stuff like that. Anyways,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, if you deal with these people, right,
Mm.
I think for government, right, usually they won't ask you a lot of question one. And some more, if it's real one, they will
Mm-mm.
usually know who you are already.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
They'll
yeah, yeah,
they'll
yeah.
ask, is this blah 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 blah. They'll mention I think your first name and your surname.
Hmm.
Yeah, they'll mention like that. It's memang like that one.
But one thing I don't
Ha-
understand, right?
Mm.
Why do they want to, they don't have your information, and I believe most of the time they only have their phone number and your name, and they try
Yeah,
to
yeah,
threaten you so hard, so bad.
yeah.
I don't know what's the reason behind it. Like they're trying to scare you or they're trying to threaten you. Like they push you so hard.
I think it's like they're trying to gaslight you, you know, the way that they talk because I've spoken to I
Mm.
think I if I'm not mistaken no I never speak before I heard people
Mm.
talk about it before.
Mm.
They mentioned that they say the way that they talk to you, right,
Mm.
the way that they turn and twist their words, it will blame every issue to you.
Oh yeah, they actually have
The
like pretty good acting skill, you know.
Yeah, they're gaslighting you.
They've
So you make you feel guilty, right?
mm, mm,
Then
mm,
you feel guilty, then you start panicking. That's
mm.
the thing.
I mean, they have pretty good acting skill, like very good one. It's like I don't know whether it's the script or they actually like mention the emotions in the script. Like you have to be angry at this point, you have to be caring at this point. So they will be like, are you trying to mess with me? I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you, and you're trying to mess with me. You're messing with a law enforcer. Do you want to give me your 100% cooperation? Like something like that. I don't understand
Yeah,
why.
yeah, yeah.
It's like this.
I, I think the way that they do it, I
Mm-hmm.
think it's like that. Memang is because people will get affected by this one.
But
That's the thing.
most of the time, how do you know like when is the red flag for it?
One of the things if okay, if it's a real company or things, the first thing they know is they know your name.
Mm-hmm.
They won't ask your name first.
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes the ones that all the automated teller one, they ask your name because they don't know who you are,
Mm-mm-mm. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But the actual one usually they will know your name
Mm-hmm.
and a few things they won't ask. But your bank account definitely they won't ask
Oh
one.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. But the thing
Most
now,
to most, if like you want to buy stuff online,
mm,
I mean on the phone, right?
mm,
They can ask your credit card number.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
all
yeah.
only. But
Because
the thing is, credit card is quite safe, ma. Because
because they
if
need
you
your
do the
TAC.
transaction, no lah. If you give them also lah, if you give them also lah,
Mm.
then they do one transaction already. If you realize you can cut it off, ma.
Oh yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
won't lose too much also. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So I mean, most of the time when these kind of things happen,
Mm.
what would be one of the like greatest action you could take? I mean, like let's say you receive this kind of phone call and then you're not sure whether this is real, this is legit or actually a scam.
Mm, actually, one of the things you can ask for,
Mm.
is you ask his ID.
Mm-hmm.
You ask his identification. Usually for scammer they don't like to give you. But if they give you, also sure it's a fake one, right? But
Most likely, lah.
but it's still a good practice because
Mm.
sometimes they do not expect you to ask. So you ask one, ask their ID, ask their phone number, lor.
Mm, mm, mm.
Then usually right.
Mm-hmm.
And also one of the good things is that once you get this type of information, right,
Mm-hmm.
you can actually go and I forgotten where to get you can actually check online. I think it's on a PDRM website.
Mm-hmm.
The phone numbers that are blacklisted,
Oh, yeah, yeah,
they
yeah.
have it there. They have it there. If I'm not mistaken, it's the PDRM website.
Mm-mm.
Maybe I'll go check it out and link on the description below lah.
But there's one of the fastest way to actually check it is by downloading one apps. We are not sponsored by the apps, but
Mm,
it's called Truecaller,
mm, mm.
Truecaller. Because every scam number when it comes out, it shows you like, oh, this is a scam number.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah, yeah.
if you don't have these kind of apps and you actually receive this kind of message, I mean, it's always best if you do not know what to do, you can always consult people around you, right?
Mm, mm.
I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, yeah. I think once that's one of the good thing. After like you talk to them lah, and you still not convinced lah.
mm,
Maybe you got that sinking feeling lah. You can before. I mean, they'll start shouting at you, asking to give money and stuff like that. Sometimes if you're not convinced, you just calm down, relax. You say, "I'll call you back. I'll call
mm,
you back first ah."
yeah,
If
yeah, yeah,
they don't, if they still insist on the phone, I mean, what's the issue of just closing the phone? Anyways, you close the phone, talk to someone first,
yeah,
right?
yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah, you talk to someone, you calm down, can discuss whatever things that happen because usually the outside person is clear, has a clear mind,
yeah,
so
yeah,
it'll
yeah.
make your mind clear as well.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true, it's true. I mean,
Mm,
so it's like when well, like what you just said, you ask for ID and phone number, although it might not be real, but most of the time you can actually identify it through their voice and their emotions. When they're actually desperate, it's it's legit they are trying so hard and they want to close the deal as soon as possible, right?
mm, mm, mm.
And one thing quite fascinating when these people, okay, like usually when I watch on YouTube or me myself when I experience it, initially they have like very good accent, like, oh, let's say if I speak in BM I will have very fluent BM accent, but when
Yeah,
they get
yeah.
angry their original accent starting to come out.
Right, right. Yeah. True, so true, so.
Yeah, I mean, because most of the time, I mean, these people is either, I don't know why Malaysian, the scammers in Malaysia, I mean, I despise you lah, you don't scam our brothers here in Malaysia lah.
Mm-hmm.
But if we ignore like all these Malaysian scammers I would call them garbage because they should find something better to do instead of scamming, right? But
I
most of
don't know lah. Don't
mm,
know lah. Maybe they're desperate leh.
because it's
Nothing
like
else to do.
one of the fastest way to get big money, right?
Possibly, possibly.
But one thing, right? The most of the scammers they actually come from like what Nigeria, India, and China. And when they
The
try
India
to,
one I'm very familiar with lah.
I mean like when they try so hard to convince you, and then when they get desperate, the accent comes out, right? I mean,
Yeah,
you told me a lot about
yeah,
the scammer stuff. I mean,
yeah.
if you don't mind, you can actually share it out.
For actually, I'm more familiar for the India one because usually India one happens in by you surfing the website, a website one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Usually is on the computer one. Then what you do is, usually is, you go and browse the web, and then you go inside some sort of dodgy website lah.
Like
Or
PH.
uh, no, PH is very respectable website, okay? Very respectable. But anyways, yeah, speaking of all those dodgy websites, it may not be a dodgy website also. It may be your computer has a virus, some
Yeah,
sort
yeah,
of virus
yeah.
that when you click something, they give you another thing. So they
Mm,
give you a fake front page,
yeah.
and then you click inside, masuk lor. Or sometimes they will go when you go inside those dodgy website,
Mm,
you
mm.
have all this pop up. Even if you have all those high grade pop up blockers, right, it still cannot block that pop up one. The pop up still will appear, and it looks like a Windows. It really looks like an original Windows window.
Let's say you're
So
actually
you
using
get,
your phone. Let's say you're actually
yeah,
using your phone. They can actually tell you
yeah,
which model of a phone you're using.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
something like
it's
that.
easy. It's easy for them to get that those type of information because when you are online, those information is open
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah,
you're moving around the website. They can see one
yeah,
who is the
yeah.
one that visit. So it's actually very easy to do.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the thing lah. Uh, I mean, because of this, right? I think that's why also scam is increasing a lot. But anyways,
Mm-hmm.
usually this Indian scam will cut will muscle through. Then it will claim you have a virus or something like that. You click inside,
Uh-huh.
and then they will contact you. Either contact you, or usually if you get a virus, they'll ask you to call this hotline
Yeah.
on the pop-up ma.
Yeah.
And some people will manage to go and call them. Anyways, they call.
Mm.
Usually they'll ask you to turn on your computer, say
Yeah.
got virus, and then will mention
Uh-huh.
that you must download TeamSpeak.
Or team
They always
viewer,
use
right?
TeamSpeak.
Or team viewer.
TeamSpeak or TeamViewer or these two things very common. Why they use that app, right? Is because they want to talk to you. They mention they want to talk to you online face to face, easier for them apparently. But
Yeah.
actually the feature that they want is because
Team.
TeamViewer
Uh-huh.
have the feature that will enable the caller to control at the other caller's computer. A
Remotely
remote
lah.
control, yeah,
Mm-mm.
remotely. So that's what they want. So usually if you give them access like that, gone already lah. But
But
these all the simple ones ah.
but most of the time they when how to actually define this is like when they ask you for like very dodgy transaction site like PayPal, Western Union, something like that, right? So
Yeah.
and or gift card, because gift card is irreversible, and then when you actually provide the gift card code, and boom, your money is gone.
Yeah.
So most of the time when you how to actually identify is like they have this very heavy accent. I want you to download the TeamSpeak and TeamViewer, and it's bullshit already. Just
Uh,
cut it right there. I'm sorry, I don't talk to Indian from India.
no,
Okay,
the thing is sometimes they actually have a Western accent one no.
in the
They
beginning,
do
right,
sound like
usually,
in the beginning, then they start breaking up lah.
because they are
But
so desperate.
that's the thing. Actually, it doesn't have to be good. Once you get caught, right, it doesn't
Yeah,
matter one.
yeah.
People panic already, right? They forget about it one.
And I think this is one of the way where they actually try to scam you through phone call is to threaten you, or to actually write on your fear. If you're afraid of something and you fear of something, you can
Mm,
easily just become a victim of it.
mm,
But there's another one is actually they try to scam you by utilizing your greed, because everyone is greedy, to be honest. So
yeah.
there comes the Chinese one. They'll be like, 你好，我是来自百丽百货商场. It means I'm from Parkson shopping center from Hong Kong. They even call you with Hong Kong number. I believe they are not from Hong Kong, or sometimes they call you
Most
from
likely,
Australia. And then
yeah lah.
Australia, like, they speak Mandarin with Australia number, because like when
Yeah,
your phone rang, you can see where the number comes from, right?
yeah.
And the whole procedure of scamming through like saying you actually want something in a shopping center, they're always like BMW lah, or Rolex watch. They'll be
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, in order to give you this watch, which is your reward, I'll have to need you to transfer this amount of money to our account so we can actually ship it to you, because you have to pay the shipping fee. Nah, no one is going to do that for you. If you want to give it for free, why not you just pay it for everything? You say
Uh,
I'm lucky winner ma, I'm a lucky draw winner, right? Why would I?
then the thing is, right, they will also
Mm.
were very pushy when they try to drag you to go office
Yeah, that's the thing,
ask you they say want to print IC
They say, oh, this is for our legitimate identification source. I mean, something like that.
yeah.
I mean, back then when I was taking KTM, there's a lot of people like at the Mid Valley there. They just give you like scratchers, lottery ticket. Always the first one will be like, oh, I don't get anything from the first one. They'll be like, it's okay, we want to go back home earlier. So here's the other one. When you scratch, oh, you want a Toyota, you want a Honda. Follow us
You
to our
lose first
office.
round, you give you a free one and get gonna jackpot, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know how they actually managed to do it. Maybe they marked the
Mm.
ticket. I'm not too sure. And they're so desperate to get you to the office. I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. I mean, back then when I was taking KTM, I was like, I literally tell them I don't have a license. If you give me a car, I can't drive it back. So, anyway, uh, before we move on to the next section, I will actually have to share like two cases involved in in a scam recently through phone call also. So recently there's two cases involved Macau scam. Macau it's always the Chinese and the Indian as what I said. They're posing as LHDN officer. For those who don't understand what's LHDN means, it means hasil
Lembaga hasil
lembaga.
dalam negara.
Yeah, it means where you pay your tax, right?
Yeah.
So the first one, right? You know, one of the senior citizen, a 69 years old, nice, senior citizen. She actually lost like over R1 million, because they say
Million.
a million, you know, RM 1 million, and then I was like, wow, if you manage to get scammed like 1 million, you're already a winner in your life, you know. But anyway, so she received a phone call from this so-called LHDN officer saying that she's involved in AMLA. AMLA is an Anti-Money Laundering Act. They need her to transfer all her money from their account to separate account to actually help her to wash all this money. And 1 million just go away. And then the other one is also quite interesting. It's a software engineer. They are so proficient in technologies, and he still got scammed. It's a 61 years old software engineer, got scammed more than 1.2 million. Everyone just has like what 1 million staying in their bank account or what? Do you actually have 1 million in your account?
Give me some.
I wish, right? We wish, right? So what if one day you actually got scammed? John.
I mean, definitely a crime, man. Wow. If I had 1 million ringgit and suddenly just disappear all vanish. Oh, you.
But most of the time, right, I think we always like to give people advice. Don't do this. I don't believe this and that, right? And in the end,
you don't follow the own advice, right? No. The thing is, sometimes, how to say malang tidak berbau. No.
Yeah, it's true.
It can happen to anyone. It can happen to anyone.
Oh, I mean anyone, including you, in front of our screen here in the comment section, and you or me, right? So best of all, just be vigilant and of all time lah. So let's look at the comment section before we actually move on. Casey, hello Casey. So Raju, what show, bro? This show till what time? Today will be actually somewhere around 11:30.
Around there lah.
Just stay tuned and watch to the end. We appreciate your support over here. Okay, so there's already audiences spreading love to us. Do you feel loved?
Thanks a lot. Yeah, really loved? Appreciate.
Do you feel loved, John?
Not really. Still very lonely.
That's the thing, Fear and lonely is like two of the main category of getting scammed. Right. Have you heard of African lover, the African lava?
Yeah. Surprising, right?
Surprising,
this look at cheat all this. Usually middle-aged women kena one, right?
And usually widow lah. I don't know whether we will talk more about it later. But although it's lessened, I mean it's not that frequent already in Malaysia, but it still exists. I mean how? I mean okay, let me explain how it actually works. It's basically all these African students. I don't know whether they are here to actually study or not. But they apply for student visa and they came to Malaysia. They be like, oh, I'm here to study, and they have this very old script. I'm not saying okay. Script. I know all this because I did research. I have never been called by an African lover to actually say, hello, ma'am, I actually love you so much. Can you transfer me money? No, it's actually through research.
Yeah.
So actually, when they came from Africa, they arrived in a group, and I'm not too sure whether is there an organization in Malaysia they actually focus on these students, to help them to do scams, because they might understand that these people they simply do not have money and they're trying to fund their tuition fee and stuff, right? And some of them actually involved in drug selling, and
well, it is all underground companies, is it?
I'm not too sure, but they exist lah. Because if police didn't manage to catch them, I don't think we know better than the police lah, right?
Mm. Mm.
And somehow they managed to get the phone numbers from elsewhere lah.
Mm.
And they will call one by one and seek for your help. Usually you'll be like, oh, I actually need tuition money, and usually when they ask for your help, they don't go straight away with it. They will be like, I'm lonely here in Malaysia. I have no friends. I have no something. And when they manage to target this widow,
Mm-hmm.
or these lonely women, middle-aged women, they will just hang on to it until they manage to scam the widow or lonely woman, right? Because most of the time, these people they'll be like, oh, I really need help. I have no friends, and they do this victim playing things.
Mm-hmm.
And in the end, when you fell for it, your life saving is literally gone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Basically, this one also very similar to a very old scam.
What was it?
It happened in email. It usually happen in email, and email they will talk about there's a Nigerian prince too much money they want to send you money. I I I I I've seen before that email I should have
Serious?
I should have kept it It's inside my spam now gone already. Most likely should have gone already because it's so old. I mean now I never see it anymore I think
Yeah.
now they block all this stuff email automatically but still
Yeah.
it happens last time.
But
I wonder if they kena or not. People got kena or not.
I'm not too sure, but I remember something like they are very rich. They'll be like,
Uh,
I'm from Nigeria. I'm a prince of Nigeria, and I'm here to give you the red diamond. You want to take this red diamond for me, but it's stuck in your custom. So you have to
why specifically red diamond?
because it's so rare. When people is like, oh, it's red diamond, I'll
Uh,
be like, oh, I see for the first time. I want it. So
mm,
they'd be like, you have to send 300,000 into your Malaysian custom in order to clear it. In the end, I will give you 50% of our profit.
maybe all these people, right? How to say
But
maybe they're not gonna scam Maybe they just want popularity. Okay, hear me out. You go to all this newspaper, you go and look at all the picture. All the way they post the same way.
they will take, they will
Take one
actually,
police report
they will wear
on their
mask.
head. They wear masks, and then stand beside YB there. The YB help them. Wow. All same style one. Whoa. Then sure got one nice table in front of them.
Like with a lot of mics. I mean, why you gotta be so asshole? I mean, people lose money and then you are here laughing at them, trying to get popularity because
Just
you want
kidding.
to post beside YB and stuff.
It's just a joke.
Okay, it's a joke. So, I mean, please don't get offended, okay?
Mm,
So, but speaking about this level stuff, it
yeah.
doesn't only apply in African level. I mean, recently I've seen the news. Uh, it was from Instagram.
Yeah.
A user called Chongwei14580. He
Wow.
managed to, not Lee Chongwei, it's Chongwei. So I think this video maybe she has a specific obsession towards
Lee
Lee
Chong-wei,
Chongwei. So she lost like 392,000 towards this Chongwei guy. And
As
then,
if Lee Chong-wei needs 382,000.
I mean, he has like another mother there. Oh, no political stances here. Let's move on. But one thing lah. I mean, this is advice to our audience member here. If you ever feel lonely, or you know someone who's a middle-aged woman who's lonely, we are here.
YuNi trying to sell yourself, is it? YuNi is also lonely. You got any takers?
I'm not lonely, okay? I'm just saying.
I think you want specifically Datin, is it?
No. I'm there to talk to them, to share their grief and stuff. I'm not there to scam them.
Okay.
So, okay. I mean, things didn't go accordingly because this is too funny. So anyway, I mean, I'm serious about this lonely stuff lah. I mean, if you actually feel lonely, you feel free to talk to anyone around you, your neighbor. I mean, if you actually have a companion, I mean, it should be fine. So you won't easily get scammed that way. I mean, just don't use your emotions, in in human being, because I believe human is like one of the most dangerous species in the world. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah, can say that.
and I don't understand one thing. How do you actually fell in this kind of scam through phone call, and they actually saying that they love you and you actually fell for this affection,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. Maybe because they're desperate.
Yeah, one thing, right? They should. They mean
Like
they should.
you are.
Okay, I'm not desperate for anything, but okay, I'm desperate for money for sure. But
Ah, but I
uh,
mean, yeah, we won't go so low to go and try and scam someone, right? It's people's livelihood, man.
yeah, because like these people when they are so desperate and they, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
people who are so desperate for companionship or affection, they will definitely lose their
Mm,
rationality,
mm.
and they somehow will do whatever. And these scammers, they are so specialized in manipulating emotions. I don't understand why.
Yeah, I think this scammer also because I think all this scammer was quite big operation one. So maybe there's a fella, right, who
Mm-hmm.
knows a little bit of psychology one. He can
Mm.
play with your thoughts and things like that.
Yeah. I believe
Yeah.
too. I believe too. Maybe
But
they what?
not too sure about psychology lah. Because
Mm-hmm.
what do you think lah? Because I think also there's also um there's a lot of people who mention that there is black magic or bomo or voodoo or stuff like that. All this type of thing happen because sometimes
Mm-hmm.
like you hear all these people gonna scam, right? They say, "Hey, I don't know how it happened, eh." Right?
Oh
What
yeah,
do you think?
yeah. I'm not too sure about it.
Mm,
I also cannot confirm was it fake or real, but or actually someone who tries to scam away their parents' insurance money, or after they kill someone. I don't understand how it works, uh, but how it actually usually happens is usually there's like travelers, maybe from places they are very good in this kind of black magics, like
mm,
Vietnam, Myanmar, Africa, or even Thailand. So this traveler will be like, "Oh, I actually need help, and I have this amount of Thai money, and I have to convert it into Malaysian ringgit." And they will ask you to help them to hold something because their hand is so full. They will have to go to the teller machine, the ATM lah.
mhm.
And when you hold that thing, and from what the victim says, after they held the thing, they do not know what actually happened after.
Then what? The money gone.
Their money, okay, at first they won't realize the money is gone until they go back
Mm,
home and they're holding that thing. I mean, it was the funniest I heard is actually oranges. Everything is oranges
mhm,
inside.
mhm,
And
mhm.
when they get home, and then a few days later when they check their bank statement, because usually this happens to older generation where they like to
Mm,
have this book for bank statements, and when
yeah.
they actually go for transfer their money and they realize, oh, my money is all gone, and then only they
Mm,
realize they got scammed, but it's too
yeah.
late lah.
Yeah.
And
Mm.
I'm not too sure lah how it actually works, and how was it something that
Well,
I don't know.
I don't know lah, because you touch something, you know. You
Yeah,
know who
yeah.
knows? Maybe it's not black magic and stuff like that. Maybe to me lah, I feel lah,
Mm-hmm.
maybe it's drugs. You know, the things that you touch. Maybe it's such a potent drug or very sensitive drug. So
Mm.
if you touch it, right? Maybe it can absorb through your skin, then you kena already. Yeah?
Yeah, it could
I
be.
don't
It
know.
could be. I'm not
Yeah,
too
it can be
sure.
possible like that, right? But
Yeah.
how about the audience? I think audience also sure got stories of this type of thing about Bomo and stuff like that, right?
I
I think
mean,
it's quite widespread, in Malaysia.
yeah. It's just that
Mm,
we simply do not have someone who close to us have
mm,
the experience all this. So I mean,
mm,
touch wood,
mm,
please.
mm, mm.
I mean, I don't wish this happen to my relatives and family members
Yeah,
or my
yeah.
friends. So, but I'm not too sure. But sometimes when you want to help people, right, be aware lah, because it's actually inevitable.
Mm,
So when people try to scam you, and sometimes they are so good in it, like there's like even scam artists out there.
yeah,
So you just try to be vigilant, and sometimes be selfish is always better.
yeah,
So
yeah.
so before we move on to our next section, let's look at the comment section. YuNi looking for sugar mama.
I
Our,
told you, people know you're looking for it already.
our show needs sugar mommy, okay? Email us. The 10 p.m. show 21@gmail.com. Uh, I almost gonna scam in China before. They have the balls to sue me and want to meet me in Beijing High Court.
Oh.
I haven't. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Scammers, they usually they want to threaten you so bad.
They scare you so much, ah.
Yeah.
Mm,
It's
mm,
actually amazing, right? You are trying to scam people and you threaten people at the same time.
mm.
Top notch psychology skill.
Yeah.
I haven't see any bomo. I haven't have any bomo approach me before, but yeah, the shit is crazy. Yeah, I mean, actually, you don't know how it actually happens, right?
Yeah. It reminds me of the play.
Which play?
There's one play I've forgotten. It's some sort of what zombie play. The theater one. Last time I go watch.
Oh,
I forgot what's
the Working Dead.
what. The Working Dead. Yeah,
Ah, that one is
I
in
remember the
Chiang
Bomo lady.
Oh yeah.
She got business card some more. I mean that's a play lah. That's just a play lah. We are not sure whether the Bomo actually got business card or not.
But I mean, maybe like people who knows magic, they have this thing when you just abracadabra and then the contact number will just appear in the thin air, something like that, right?
Yeah.
But speaking about contact card and number, have you actually received any SMS regarding to something you bought?
Oh, got lah. I got they got WhatsApp me before.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if I buy stuff, the courier company will WhatsApp me. I say arriving soon. No, no, WhatsApp.
It's
They
not WhatsApp,
SMS
it's
me.
SMS. Yeah.
SMS. But anyways, yeah, actually I got kena before in WhatsApp. In
Oh,
WhatsApp, they send me a message. They will show me my last 4-digit IC
oh,
number.
impressive, you know.
Yeah, quite impressive. They know that number. I think they can find out somehow, but only the last 4 digit. They were
Uh-huh.
XXXX dash XX dash then the last
Yeah,
four digit.
the 4 digit. Yeah,
The 4 digit that they'll show. Wow, don't know how they do that.
that's
Yeah, but anyways,
amazing.
it does this time. What they mention your name, your IC. You won competition with
Mm.
company name to claim. You must type a certain number, usually 5-digit number.
The six eight
Uh,
six 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 eight eight
yeah,
something like
yeah.
that.
Then your name and blah blah blah, and blah 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 to something lah, something like that lah, right?
But this is like if you didn't fall for it, there's nothing, right? I mean,
Yeah, I've
recently
never kena before lah. I mean, I just see only and I just ignore the message lah.
it means you're not greedy enough, like.
No, I think it's just too obvious to me lah.
I mean, I also receive message. Then it's so often. Okay, first thing
Yeah,
is the most annoying one, the betting site. I don't bet, but the one is
the
not.
online gambling, right?
Yeah,
They're all illegal one.
I don't gamble and I don't understand how my content got leaked out. But that's not the most important. That's not the
Mm.
important thing. The most important one is recently there's a lot. I mean, I already received 2 or 3 times. Recently we have charged you and product you purchased too high, and we would like to return you 8.8 RM. Please, and then contact us, and then they actually link a WhatsApp link.
Yeah,
When you
yeah.
press into it, it's a damn pretty girl there. It's like they're crisscrossing their arm in front of the chest. They have like look so professional. Oh, you're actually trying to refund me money, right? I mean, okay, I didn't fall for it because it looks so fishy.
Yeah.
But actually, how do we identify a scam message? I mean, either SMS or WhatsApp.
Actually, one of the things I actually sometimes will do if I receive this type of message, right, I'll copy the message,
Uh,
I paste onto Google search. Usually if it's scam, right, they'll appear at the first page as they will put their false or something like that. So you search for the message on the online to see whether it's scam or not, right?
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know whether how these people identify it. It's either whether is there like a victim, there's like a frontliner for us. They're blocking all
Yeah,
this.
yeah, 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 yeah. Because like all this website, right? Got some is international website, but in Malaysia also our government have, It's called
Oh.
Sebenarnya.
Oh.
Sebenarnya actually is basically more towards they focus more on fake news lah. But this
Mm-mm.
scam also is quite related to it.
Mm.
So sometimes it'll appear. But anyways, all this one you don't have to worry. When if you see right, you feel suspicious, right? You copy and paste, you Google search, right? Usually, the scam will come out one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Usually lah, but you know lah, the scammers also quite smart mah.
They are
So
very
there's
innovative
only
lah.
one. Yeah, this is only one prevention method. It's not 100% sure can cover one.
But like what we just mentioned like
Mm,
before, it's
mm.
always wise to download Truecaller and then you just paste the phone number in. Whether you can
Yeah,
the
yeah,
one of the fastest way lah, but it's not
yeah.
100% there because phone number you can buy phone number easily out there. Okay.
Yeah.
So the other thing is you have to check for phishing link. What do I
Mm.
mean by phishing link is basically uh when you see a link sent to you, in order to do this payment or whatever, please make your payment here. And
Oh yeah,
https dot slash slash Maybank, you know, it's always Maybank to you, right? But somehow
yeah,
they can make it like Maybank SU or Maybank 5U because it looks so similar, and
yeah,
you actually accidentally click into it and then boom, your information and data is gone. So
yeah.
always be wise when you know when you click into a link, even it's from your friend. You know, I've seen like people who they say, because back then we have like these people when they got hacked and then they simply spam a lot of this nonsense things on your Facebook, and then they will
Mm-hmm.
take like 1,000, 2,000 people on a Facebook post. You
Yeah,
can't believe
yeah,
what you
yeah.
just see, and they have this link. Never press into this kind of links. I mean,
Yeah, that one once you click already, you kena right. That's the
your
thing.
Facebook is gone. So I mean,
Yeah.
you can press every link that we pasted in our comment section, no problem. It's it's linked to our Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, even our podcast channel. But I mean, link that got sent out randomly, please never click those. Okay. So and then another thing is I have to mention this a lot of time. If it's too good to be true, it's probably not real. I mean, who the hell will give you Rolex for free? You think Rolex only earn money, man? Right.
If you're influencer, they give you for free. No
How
lah,
how,
no,
how
I
we
don't
wish you're
think so. I don't
influencer,
think
right?
so.
I mean,
But
we'll actually talk more about it later about the too
mm,
good to be true thing.
mm,
But the other thing is, how do you actually identify a real message? You know, sometimes when people paste link, whether it's real or not, you see,
yeah, yeah,
or they say, okay, you want something, please click in this link and then we will be giving you this for free, something like that. How do you actually identify that?
well, actually, one of the thing is they what if it's like a international competition, right?
Mm-hmm.
They will use email. 100% they will use email one. They don't
Mm-hmm.
call you one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Because international ma. So like, how are they going to call you? It costs us expensive, very high ma.
yeah.
So usually they use email. Then they direct you to their website, all the thing. They
Mm.
don't ask you immediately from that website, from the email. If you get a fake email lah, to
Mm.
straight away pay from the email.
Yeah,
Impossible one. They
yeah,
will
yeah,
direct you to But the thing is, the scammer also know this ma. They will also do this thing. Then you go and click the link, and then
mm. Yeah. They will actually make
go on the
a
website.
they will actually make the website actually look so similar to the original one, right?
Mm. So the thing is, you have to be very careful lor. Very very difficult to see. Also, that's the thing
But always be careful when you actually press into a link, click into a link. Always read through
Mm,
it. Always read through it.
mm,
But
mm.
there's like one of it, and I don't know how sure it was. It's like they say when you look at the link, you can see whether is it real or not by looking at the A.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? I also see with before the news that they claim that the hackers can change the link just the A change the real A that
It's
computers
with the
use
hack
are the
one.
one with the it's
With the
like that
hack.
one A. That's the thing. But then they changed to the A that we usually, I think most of us will use the A, right,
In
to write.
handwriting lah. Yeah.
Our handwriting is that's the A. So they use that, right? How to realize it's almost
It's
impossible, you know.
impossible, right?
Yeah, you don't check one. So it's very weird lah.
Okay. Yeah lah. That's one of the things. So you have to be vigilant. So,
Mm.
I have a latest news to tell people. So before we move on to our next topic, so there's like 170 years old retiree. It's always these people, you know. I don't understand why. I mean, I don't know whether they do not have grandchildren or daughter or son who's willing to help them to check on the link, or they just simply
Yeah.
press with things, you know.
Yeah.
This retiree, he got cheated off 400,000 in the parcel scam.
Pastor,
Parcel. It's like I want
he
to
buy
give you,
something.
I want to give you something,
Uh,
and then the individual who identified herself as Velostintina says she wants to give a parcel to him
mm,
in order to it worth like 1.5 million, the
mm,
Nigerian prince style lah.
mm,
And then by sending it to him, she needs him to actually give her like 400,000 in order to clear the, you know, the custom and stuff. Ridiculous lah. So I mean, most of the time when we talk about parcel, we always, you know, during this MCO, everyone always waiting for their parcel. Do you?
of course lah.
We buy so
That
much. We buy so much
day of my
bullshit.
life when the thing arrived, you know.
You just, you know, have you look at the meme? First day ordering, second ordering, you just stand there, you know,
Yeah.
pondering
Oh,
your
you
life.
stand there, you look at empty spaces, look at nothing.
You're just waiting for that parcel. So
Yeah.
I believe a lot of people do online shopping these days.
Mm-mm.
So I mean, there's a lot of fishy thing about online shopping. You know, it's the
Yeah.
item is like way too cheap, or the image is just for illustration purpose, which we are not sure whether it's real or not.
Speaking of that, right?
Oh,
That's the worst scam I feel.
what do you mean?
Is apparent in daylight, you know. This
Why?
scam appears in daylight. Okay,
Okay.
I listen to me, ah.
Okay.
You go to any restaurant lah. If you see the picture, you see the picture there. Wow, looks so nice, right? Wow, the chicken rice you order, wow, looks the picture looks so nice, sure nice one. You order, right? Wow, the picture show you one whole leg, huh?
In the end, it's like
I just
quarter
give you
of it.
quarter drumstick, ah.
No, that's not the worst
Wow, cannot
part.
tahan, ah.
The worst part is
Huh?
we have lobster soup, and then when the
Uh.
lobster comes, it's like small damn prawn there. It's even smaller. It's even smaller than my finger.
Aiyo, that one was. I don't know. It still happen around now. I feel it should be illegal, right?
No one regulate the law. I
Image for
think.
illustration purposes only.
Yeah, and
It
then they
sounds like a scam to me.
it's daylight scam lah, basically. So
Yeah.
I mean, like what I just said. Everyone in
Uh,
Malaysia definitely we got scammed in any way one in every
yeah.
in every way, no matter
Yeah.
what you do, right? Okay, I mean some of the online shopping sites, right? They are like these
Yeah.
restaurants. They are not reliable.
Yeah, true also lah. How to
Because
say?
one thing, there's no authentication from the sites towards all this seller. That's the first thing. If you are a
Mm,
new seller, people wouldn't buy from you because they simply do not know whether you are real or not.
yeah.
Okay, and there's therefore a lot of scams happen. You know. I mean, you yourself, you're actually in this online shopping line. What is your thought of it? I do not know actually how to really identify all this.
For me, because I know the market price of the things, of the items, and also the cost of the items. So I will know what is the market price and how much cheaper can it go. So if it's like cheaper than market price, sometimes okay lah, the easiest way to see, right, the website have like hundred choices of the same thing lah. 50 choices sell at for example 300 ringgit, 50 choices. Then after that, the other 10 choices at the below sell at 100. You believe or not? Of course you cannot believe, you know.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, sure got reason one. Why everyone sell around 300? Maybe cheaper 270, or sometimes a little bit more expensive 320. But it will never go below what amount one. Yeah, it's almost impossible one. So that is one of the things easy lah for you to see, right?
And then what's the next thing? I mean, I believe that day you actually told me. I mean, through WhatsApp, you said some of this seller, they don't sell on the site. They use that site, but they don't sell the site. I mean,
Yeah,
can you
yeah. The
actually
way
mind
that
elaborate it? Yeah.
yeah, the way that they do it, right? Okay, you see the okay lah. For example, you see lah, you see a very cheap item. You click on it, then you
Mm.
want to order first, but then maybe they will show one item available left. So usually you scared ma. So
It's
you,
oi.
maybe can no more stock already. So you go message him. You message him. You say, oh, you don't worry. Don't need to order from the website. You buy directly from me. Wow, like that cannot already. Oh.
How does it work?
I mean, they you go and message them,
Uh huh.
then they'll ask you, okay, don't worry, you WhatsApp me. Then they'll give you their phone number, ma.
Okay.
But the thing is that one, for all online websites in Malaysia, if I'm not mistaken, is there is against their policy to do that. So you cannot share your number. Like you want to redirect your messages outside of the online website is illegal lah. Or it's
Mm.
just breaching their contract. Oh.
Mm. Mm.
So
Mm.
and someone is for safety purposes. You
Yeah.
message off out of what already, then they claim the thing is
Mm.
uh they you ask them why cannot order through the website? I want to feel
Mm.
safe secure
Mm.
but then they
Mm.
say, oh, they will give reason. We our courier don't support this online shop. This type of nonsense, which is impossible because all the online store
Mm-hmm.
you if the courier service is not inside, right,
Mm.
you can apply. You
Mm.
can
Mm.
you the all the form is all on site on the website already, and that's the thing, right?
Mm.
So it's a bit nonsense that they like to give excuses why you have to go outside of online store, why you have to WhatsApp you, all that type of thing, right?
But the second thing okay, this is my advice is whenever someone gives you a bank account number, uh, except for someone you actually trust, but
Mm.
whenever you want to buy something online or whatever, like recently so many people buying from Facebook Live and we are not
Yeah,
selling stuff, so just feel free
yeah.
to watch our live video. But there's a lot of people selling like live video. I mean, selling through Facebook Live and they have this very personal account number that you just transfer it, and then whether you do not know whether it's true or not, but
Mm.
if you're actually dealing with all these people, they when they send you a account number, if you realize it's not under a company name, it's most likely not safe.
Yeah. Usually, right, the scammers, right, will
Mm.
give you an account number, right,
It's
with a
always
personal name.
and then they can just go missing with their own personal account. I don't understand why. It's like you
Hey,
left
you
your
can.
information behind, you know.
That's the thing. If it's a real scammer, you can call police. You just send the police, right? Send the bank account number to them.
Like what
They'll
I just
blacklist it for you.
like what I just said, like the Yang Pao Pei, the YBB case. She
Mm.
used her personal bank account and people feel like, oh, she's okay, she's fine. And it keep happening, you know, it keeps happening over and over again.
Don't know, for those who know Young Bao's bank account, you go and check whether the police website, see whether got or not blacklisted.
I mean, she probably has some power to get rid of it. But actually,
Oh, possible.
how to identify all these scams from online shopping? Alright, first thing, if it's too good to, again, if it's too good to be true, not real. Don't be greedy. I mean,
Mm,
Malaysians, we are all greedy, but never be greedy. Always check.
mm,
First thing, always check for the review, the
mm,
store review, and check for
mm.
the store's rating. But
Followed by it.
some of the store rating is a bit low because they don't reply to message. The first thing, and second thing,
Yeah.
they simply do not have good career, so it's not a problem.
Mm,
So you always have to check whether do they actually deliver things out. It's all fine. If you
yeah.
can wait, you can. It's all fine, provided you have that item, right?
Yeah.
And if possible, always choose preferred store. Although this is not
Mm.
100% real, but always choose preferred store over the regular store lah. Okay, and next thing is read the descriptions lah, and make sure it's genuine because like recently I wanted to buy a mouse. But mouse that cost like over 100 ringgit, they sell at 1790 and it's during 99. And I couldn't believe it was like
Oh, the
it's,
best deal ever, right?
and then they have this minus 78% discount. Like what? No,
Yeah.
78% discount, something like that. And then they be like, and then I got a message to select, is it genuine? It's like, yeah, 100% original. Bang. No. Then I look at the review. I mean, actually, you showed me the review that it's a copy, right?
Yeah, the comments you sent to me, Then I tell you already, this most likely is fake already. Let's go read
Yeah.
the review, all the thing they got mentioned, right?
That's why I have a trust issue, That's a thing.
That's the thing, right? They give you, right. It looks almost the same, but
Yeah, but you want the
it cannot.
original stuff.
Mm.
Next thing is always compare the prices in other online site or anywhere. If
Yeah,
it's a bit cheaper, let's say few ringgit or 10 ringgit, 20 ringgit, all fine. But it's like 600 and 300. Nah.
yeah.
Don't go
It's
for that.
cannot. It's impossible. One. The market is not like this one.
I mean,
Yeah.
if
Speaking of that, right? Yeah.
yeah, but
You want to like there's every item
mm-hmm.
sure has a value there. It cannot be like everyone selling at this price. Suddenly got one further sell at 50% off. Impossible.
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah. I mean, even let's say if it's a very old device, right, or old
mm,
stock,
mm,
impossible 78% way. You think your grandfather open banknotes printing shop meh?
yeah. Let's do donation,
Like one of our prime minister lah. The
Yeah,
money all come from
yeah.
donation one mah.
Uh,
So at the end, the last one is actually buy on the reputed online site that has high credibility. Because some of these online sites, right, they don't filter like the seller and stuff. They just sell you stuff. Like let's say
yeah.
you get a recently I saw that they say they're selling AirPods. AirPods is like all this what hipster likes at
Yeah.
around 400 ringgit. And when it
Yeah.
comes, it's like a two big shower head instead of a two AirPods. Because it looks similar.
Totally fake one ah. It's not.
Like
It's not even the airport, is it?
it's not even the older model. It's basically two shower
Okay.
head there.
No,
Yeah lah.
but anyway, speaking of that last one, I think you can say lah.
Mm-hmm.
You whenever the transaction, whenever you want to do transaction, don't divert out of the website, lor. Right. You
Yeah.
don't have to be. One of the things is I think most of our online stores are credible enough. But the thing is, you just have to make sure you don't, when you do transaction, don't divert out.
Yeah.
Ensure what you transfer money to the right person,
Yeah, it keeps
right company.
it keeps within that site and that company. That's it.
Mm,
If it
mm, mm, mm,
it got divert out, nah, don't believe in it. Okay.
mm.
Okay, I got called by Big Pay twice. They say I'm lucky to get upgraded to Red Big Pay card, and all they're asking is for my postcode. I was like, you know my name, you know my phone number already. Why you want to ask for my postcode? You already have all my information
Postcode.
already, right? Why are you asking? Postcode? Oh, that's new for me. People just asking for postcode. Yeah,
Is
that's new
that
to
a
me.
comment?
Yeah, it's Big Pay. I think Big Pay it's Red Big Pay. I'm not too sure why it's there, but this is the first time I heard people asking for a postcode. I mean, except for
Why
Unify.
they ask postcode for what?
I don't know because Unify asks for a postcode because they want to check whether you have enough port for installation or not. But asking for a postcode, this is new. What would be
Postcode
better?
not too sure.
What would be better than Jonathan give Rolex to the audiences as giveaway in the future? You sponsor us, we will do that. I don't, Jonathan. You agree with me or not?
Yeah. You want uh one giveaway I give my body lah. I got nothing else to give.
Okay. Oh, I think this is referring to the image is for the illustration purpose. Kenny R star 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 star. I cannot say out the name because I might get sued. Their chicken is shrinking. I mean, I don't know lah. It's just
Chicken is shrinking.
chicken or our food. Everything is shrinking. Do you realize that?
Yeah.
I don't know whether it's
Price stay the same or no. Sometimes
no,
price
it's
go
price goes
higher.
up. Yeah.
But the size will become smaller pula. Aiyo.
They ask you to bank in first, and then they will say they will deliver to you the stuff. And this
Ah,
Shopee
yeah,
store,
yeah, yeah. Yeah, very
yeah,
common they
right.
do that.
This Shopee store has long weird name, and they always sell. And this S star 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 store has long weird name, and they always sell lower than market price.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
true. On that particular website, right?
Mm-hmm.
The scammers usually have a randomly generated username.
Yeah, like
Most likely,
ZXYTT28
yeah,
something like that.
most likely they use some sort of programming to go and create like a bot lah to create like multiple accounts faster lor. Because it's rampant now, online.
Yeah, because everyone is using that.
Mm.
Go. I cannot say this side. No, I'm ignoring this comment. Last time I saw they selling 3D printer for RM25, and then what I received is just
The
a piece of
3D
plastic filament.
printer 3D printer is like what, about at least minimum I think seven or
Six,
eight hundred.
600 somewhere there.
Increased price already.
Was it?
MCO problem, yeah. Increased price already.
But the next comment is epic, and then what I received is just a piece of plastic filament.
He really gonna scam ah.
No, I think he has
Aiyo.
the very.
You bought the 3D printer, 3D printer.
I think he's the admin for the site you just mentioned. What was the site? Sebenarnya.
Uh-huh.
He go and try it out himself for us. And he's the warrior. He's like, I'm trying to. I'm here to help you to test whether this is real or not.
Maybe.
I. Oh my god! Today there's a lot of funny comment. I cannot stay focused. Okay. Anyway. Okay. Uh. There's actually a lot of people who likes. Okay, because we talk about fear, we talk about affection, and we talk about
Mm-hmm.
greediness. Online shopping and stuff like that, and rewards. And the next thing is, this is the worst human being lah. I think they should just vanish in the world lah. These people,
Mm-hmm.
they abuse your sympathy, empathy, and your compassion. And recently, there's like a dog shelter, a fake dog shelters. They advertise it online. We need this amount of money to run the dog shelter to help to help all these stray dogs and stray cats. It's a fake dog shelter, so it's stray dogs, and
Dog shelter also they want to use for scam. Ah.
they managed to scam 10,000 in total.
It means got a few people kena lah.
I believe a lot of people kena, because some people will just give 50, 100,000. So to get out a number, maybe over 100 people.
Yeah, true.
I mean, using compassion, and a lot of people actually fell for it. I do not know whether in our audience member anyone of you actually fell for it, but if you do, please feel free to leave your experience in the comment section below, right?
Speaking of that, like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
They like to abuse compassion, which is true. I'm not too sure whether this is a scam or is it a real thing. But the thing is, because I seen these type of people before, I also don't really want to donate to them, because they all claim they are from charity. They walk around, go to restaurants or hawker centers, and they'll bring a big folder around with them,
Mm-hmm.
and then they'll come and talk to you, and then they say, oh, we are from this old folks home, or we are from this OKU place, we need help, then they'll show you a picture full of all the pictures, right? Then ask you to donate, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, after you mention it, I do have this kind of experience before, and they actually gives out my number. I don't know whether those are real or not, but I believe there's real one. There's definitely a real one, because back then my mother used to help these charity houses to
Yeah.
fund the money, and
Yeah.
it's not easy lah. It's not easy
It,
because
it's true, it's not easy lah. But the thing is, right, I think the easiest way for charity to go and get donation is actually go to company ma. Why they have to go so hard, go around, walk around,
I'm not
ask
too
for money,
sure.
10 ringgit, 10
No,
ringgit, man.
because I think they're playing the game of number, where they just hire a bunch of people instead of just
Mm.
targeting companies where they get rejected. They just hire a group of people to collect money around places. And one fascinating thing, because I'm naturally talkative, so
Yeah.
whenever these people they approach me, right, I'll be like, where are you from? And I stay in Klang, and some of these people are like from Ipoh, Kajang. What's the point of travel so far, just to collect money from people? And
Right. It sounds weird, right? Don't you think so? Waste money to go from one state to another state to ask for donation 10, 20 ringgit, right? Worth
yeah,
it, man.
I do not know whether is it worth it, or they just simply make fabricating stories.
Mm.
But this some of them, they actually you know, like most of the time when we see like these blind people, you know, they have
Yeah.
this their guidance, someone guiding them to,
Someone guiding.
to sell tissue.
Yeah.
These are actually from organization,
Whether they are legit organizations or not.
and these people that sell tissue, right? I do not know how much does the money that we pay for them it goes into these blind people, you know.
Right. That's why one of the things that if you run a charity, right,
Mm.
credibility is damn important, and
Yeah.
you have to be very transparent about the money. Like for example, I want to
Mm.
donate 1 ringgit.
Mm.
How much of that 1 ringgit will go to the charity? How much will it go to your cost? That's the thing you have to answer. But sometimes a
Mm.
lot of people don't answer. They don't know how to answer. Simply give information. I usually right. I very particular in donation one because last time I also actually go and join. I mean I did a charity stuff lah
A
for my
charity event
school.
lah. Mm.
Yeah, it's a project, so I have to do. So
Mm.
we have to be very credible. We have to be transparent and to display that we are actually doing. So in terms of my project one, we managed to do it in terms of 100% of all donated money will be to proceeds.
To
It's not easy
charity.
to do. Yeah, the
Mm.
proceed to charity. 100%, is almost impossible to do that, but it's possible lah. It's possible lah. We managed to do it that one, but it's not easy.
Oh
So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
if it's not easy, right? Because I know it's not easy, so you have to make sure these charity organizations that you donate to, one
Mm.
ringgit, how many cent actually go to donation? How many cent actually go to their cost? That's the thing
Oh
also.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But some of
Later
them
you say 70 cent, you donate 1 ringgit, 70 cent go to their cost, 30 cent only go to charity. Wow, too much,
it's
right?
not
Why
worth
not
it,
ownself
right?
do yourself? Yeah, ownself do yourself the donation.
I mean, there's one thing lah. When we talk about like having costs, you know, cost your donation and charity, how much will it goes to cost, how much will it go to the organization, and there's like even worse one, like how much does it goes to the fellas commission. I
Yeah,
don't know why like big names. I don't know whether it's legit or not. Big names like UniChef, WWF, they collect money from salesmen, and these people, you know, they willingly just, you know, gather in like 7, 5, 8 group. They are so persistent to ask you to give them your credit card number and whatever. They always
yeah,
want you to subscribe, you know, credit card and stuff.
yeah,
And how much this money goes to the actual charity. And
yeah. That's the thing, right? One of the things I think, one of the things, they should show themselves whether they are a volunteer or they are actually earning money from doing that,
they actually
right?
earn money from it. I've asked.
So they have to tell. They have to tell. If they earn money, I don't really feel I want to donate like that.
Yeah, that's the
I don't really
thing.
feel I want to donate.
I don't know whether this is called scam or just, you know, abusing our compassions. If you have
Mm,
any comment or regarding to this, feel free to leave in the comment section below. Uh,
mm,
and another thing is, because what you just said, they have to list out what they actually need and where does the money goes, right? Where
yeah,
does the
yeah,
money go,
yeah.
right? But one thing,
Yes.
this can be fabricated.
True. I mean, if actually, if it's a scam charity, if they do their homework, right,
They
they
say
can do all this, ma.
we need 5,000 per month for
Yeah,
rice, something like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah,
Anyone can
yeah.
say that, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So, but I think one of the most easiest thing in charity donation is you have to ask them whether is it eligible for for tax relief,
Mm,
because if like charity organization, they have to apply to government side.
mm,
First thing, they have to apply to, you know, to have the license for charity, and second thing, they, because this is eligible for tax relief, so they will have to have apply for this particular function where when people donate money, they are able to do tax relief. So this is one of the thing, because uh if you manage to make it, it means you are legit to make that tax relief form and stuff. uh to share a little bit, because recently, you know, during MCO, there's so many cases, like, you know, during MCO everyone is so hard, and there's like people trying to scam people out there, and there's people with $1 million, they don't want to they don't want to donate to charity, and so this charity they have no ways, and then they just try to get your phone number. I don't know. Mine is just got spread out somewhere, and then I got spammed a lot during MCO. And like one of this, he's quite persistent. He called me and he's very polite.
Mm-hmm.
In the end of the day, I was like, stop texting me and stuff. I donated to him. So it's just a very small amount, 50 ringgit. But you know, after I sent the receipt, he immediately called me and says, "Thank you so much, appreciate it very much." And I don't know, it feels very sincere. And he's like, "Do you need it for tax relief? I can make the receipt for you." So I already know my money went to a legit way,
Mm.
right? And then he's like, how should I address you on the invoice and something? I was like, don't have to. But he still insists lah. So in the end, he wrote anonymous on the
Have
receipt.
to ma, because they need to make it transparent ma. So if they receive like a cash donation, right, they still must write invoice.
Yeah.
That's one of the legit. That's one of the thing for legit, for being
Yeah.
legit.
I
Yeah.
do agree.
Mm-mm.
So next one, before we move on to talk, to the comment section, I have a very short one, and I think a lot of people they do not know about this. Because I'm very familiar in this. So some people they might argue, why does my insurance has this co-insurance? Because I heard from my client.
Co-insurance.
Oh, co-insurance, it means co as in corresponsive. Not corresponsive. It's like correlation, which
Uh-huh.
means when I file a claim, I have to pay a amount of 300 ringgit, and then the rest of the cost will be paid by the insurance company. So
Mm-hmm.
why this exists? Okay, first thing first is actually to lower down your insurance premium, because the insurance company is able to save 300 ringgit from your admission. And second thing is, I don't know whether you heard about it or any of the comment section here. I mean, our audience member here heard about it before,
Mm-hmm.
but there's actually people who they know, like doctors and nurses. They be like,
Mm-hmm.
hey, I don't want to go to work, and their medical policy has like this hospitalization income or hospitalization benefit rider, when
Mm-hmm.
1 day of admission can actually gives them like 100 or 200 or even 300 ringgit per day.
Mm-hmm.
So the reason, I do not know how legit it was, but this 300 ringgit co-insurance is to prevent them from doing all this.
Mm.
Because if let's say today I want to go admission, I'm too lazy to go work, I apply for MC, and I want to get 100 ringgit from insurance company. But right now, after you have this co-insurance, in order to get that 100 ringgit, you have to pay 300 ringgit.
What's the point anymore?
That's why this is to prevent the scam. I don't know whether it's abusing that system or just scam. I believe it's scam, insurance scam lah.
This scam thingy makes our life worse, right?
That's why I have trust issue. That's why I told you I have trust issue, and I wanted to
Mm,
talk about scam and fraud in our
mm,
podcast, right?
mm,
But one thing I believe you're more familiar with it compared to me.
mm. Yeah.
General insurance, car insurance. Have you like seen like
Oh,
the Facebook
I
video where they just
yeah,
slow down their car? They want you to bang them, or like people
yeah,
just
yeah.
jump into the
Yeah.
car like that.
Usually it's all China one, right? China does that, right?
Oh, because Malaysia we do not have the, if you langgar people, you have to pay compensation. That's why nothing happens
Even
here.
if you're guilty,
Uh, I
like
mean,
you langgar someone, then you no need to pay compensation, man.
not too sure lah if the fella didn't die, because like this insurance scam,
Yeah.
they won't kill themselves over that one.
But they just plant their body on your car, don't make you move.
Or people
Ayo,
who,
damn weird lah.
I mean, or people who actually they already lost their purpose of life. They buy like
Uh,
insurance. After a year, you suicide. Is that considered scamming?
uh,
Because for suicide, it has a waiting period for 1 year. Is it considered scamming? I'm not too sure. But
no, I think well, Defler want to suicide, right?
uh,
Uh, he's just getting the best out of it, lor. Not that saying suicide is good, I'm just saying that he's trying to make something out of it, even though he going suicide, lah. But still, right?
yeah. But Go back to the topic, car insurance.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
should deal
yeah.
with this more,
For
right?
for general insurance, because last time I worked in the spare part industry, for automobile. Oh my God, suddenly I just forget what's that word. Car automobile industry
Mm-hmm.
is in Malaysia is a very old industry, It's 100+ years old, I think. I think it's
Definitely,
nearly
definitely.
100 years. So, anyways, this automotive industry, especially the workshops,
Mm-hmm.
at then usually this workshop they handle langgar one. Langgar is a body. They need to replace body parts of the car all the
Yeah,
way.
yeah, 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 yeah.
So they will have a someone called an adjuster.
Yeah,
The
yeah, yeah.
adjuster is someone from the insurance company
Mm-hmm.
to go and check and verify the damage of the car of the accident ma. So the workshop and the adjuster always meet each other one.
They
It's the
minum
same fella all the
kopi,
time. So
smoking together.
yeah, yeah, that's the thing. So they make friends with it. So the adjuster help him. Yeah, you give me 500, I give you an extra 500. So they add extra. Oh, this bulb broken. I gotta smash the bulb. Even though they got preventive
Serious?
measure, yeah, even though they have preventive measures, this adjuster because they know the rules, they know how
Mm-hmm.
to break the rules.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the thing.
This is
Yeah.
true.
So no matter what, also I think in the end also the adjuster also feel like want to untung lebih mah, right? So they
Yeah.
pack up with the workshop, get more money lor, right?
I mean,
So that
it's
the thing happens.
the most ridiculous I heard, right?
Yeah,
Previously, my boss's car broke down way before
yeah,
MCO. It was
yeah,
during, I think it's that day on Guns N' Roses concert. So the
yeah,
car broke down. The what happened was we called the insurance company to deal with it because
yeah.
we couldn't drive the car out. There's no signals. A lot of things cannot be done. So just might as well call insurance company. And the nearest one is actually at Kota Damansara, which is 15 minutes away from where we were.
Yeah.
And they have to adjust someone from Sungai Buloh.
Oh yeah. It's normal.
It means
The
that
toll the
adjuster
mm,
has this relationship with the Sungai Buloh one.
correct.
And, and okay, after that, Kota Damansara, because my boss called the insurance company and scold them. I was like, I know there's a workshop near Kota Damansara. Why do we have to actually go until Sungai Buloh to adjust the
Right.
guy here?
Yeah. Yeah.
So in the end, they actually they compromised. It was like, I will send the Kota Damansara one to you. And when the Kota Damansara ones arrive, we ask lah, why does it have to adjust someone from Sungai Buloh? And the Kota Damansara just say, because I refuse to cooperate with them, with the adjuster.
Oh, I see, I see. So
Because they
cannot
don't
get the
untung.
business, oh? Yeah,
Yeah, that's
because
why.
they will say, hey, commission lie. Then I send to your workshop, oh.
That's the thing,
Then
right?
no, there's two-person involved. There's three parties involved. Number one is the adjuster. Number two is the workshop. Number three is the toll. The person who toll also get money one.
Oh yeah, that's one
So the
too.
fella from Sungai Buloh toll come go there. He untung from both workshop and the adjuster, you know. Maybe not the adjuster, but he untung from the workshop, you know.
Not really
The
lah,
workshop get
because
commission.
because
God.
my insurance, right, like my own
Mm.
insurance policy, right, I
Mm.
have this 300 ringgit worth of towing services free
Yeah.
complimentary
Yeah.
one for every ride. So I don't think towing one. I mean, if it's too long, that's why they have to estimate how long, like let's say from Sungai Buloh to Klang,
Yeah. Yeah.
will it cost more than 300? If yes, then I will do
Yeah.
it because I will untong from there, right? I can just simply
Yeah.
charge. I say, oh, this is 50 km away.
No. That's not the way. The
Mm-hmm.
toll company, they will confirm get some money from the insurance. So that's the legit one. The
Yeah.
toll company will send to the workshop the workshop give commission to him.
Oh,
So you
okay,
get
okay.
double.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Makes sense. Makes sense.
So it's a lot of people involved. So this type of thing, a lot of money fly away, you know.
This is why our insurance premium is so expensive. Look at this fella.
Yeah. Blame the scammers.
Blame the scammers. Okay, let's look at the comment section before we move on. Mm,
But you died though. Yeah, I do agree. No, I'm saying is that I mean, even if the fella die, he
suicide.
get the money.
The
He
pet
get the
of
money from the insurance, he can give to the family
family
ma.
benefits ma.
Uh, yeah.
Pre-MCO, there will always be people approach me to collect donation for charity. It's not that I don't trust them, but I just don't think the full amount I paid will be transferred to charity. So I'd rather just let them give me the bank details of the charity instead of giving cash to somebody. But typically when you actually transfer the money out, they will
Yeah.
still partially of the money goes to the organization, right?
Yes.
So I'm not too sure what are the legit one out there. People just abuse our compassion and stuff.
No lah. I think if you want to donate to a reputable charity, right?
Mm.
You have to do your own research lah. You have to research the company yourself. Like we cannot confirm whether they are legit or not. So you have to own self do your own deductions, do your own
Yeah,
research.
yeah.
Yeah.
One question.
We don't know also the big companies also still may be able to what like take too much take more than what they are supposed to, right? It's
No,
possible.
but like one of this reputable one,
Mm,
so-called reputable, when I actually went there to do charity work, the
yeah.
first thing first when we go there, because
Mm,
we are in our company when we go
yeah.
there, the first thing they say, they straight away explain. A lot of people say we give a lot to we give a lot of commission to our agents, which we don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you never did something like that before, will people accuse you out of nowhere?
That's the thing, right?
I'm not too sure, right? I mean, so that's why when you are when you involved in these kind of things and you do something out of people's compassion, I would say you don't have to explain yourself out lah. You already did
Mm,
it, right?
yeah. Own self know you do good, right?
Yeah.
You
Which
own
is true.
self you own self be your own self
This is your
truth lah.
this is your pahala right?
Mm. Mm.
One question. Car breakdown in the middle of the road. If got tow truck suddenly approach you without reason, should you trust them? This is
No
a good
man.
question. This is a good question.
For me, no. I do not. I do not agree. You want these tow people is trying to take advantage of your misery. So during that time you kena accident or your car break down or whatever, right? Then suddenly got tow. These people are trying to the opportunity is there. Then they will tow you. Then suddenly you get charged expensive. Or sometimes they claim, oh, your insurance will handle one. But then later after that you get your insurance statement. Wow, gonna charge the insurance take out a lot of money more than what it's supposed to. How?
Yeah, they are actually worse
So
than loan shark.
yeah. So if you like car breakdown or a thing, go back to your insurance. You
Yeah.
ask for insurance. Or if you got workshop friend, call your workshop friend. For me I got workshop friend. I call him, he tow for me for free. Nice.
Which is, like some things are not meant for be granted, but there's things
Mm,
that you should use it for granted.
yeah.
Like free stuff. Anyway, actually we would like to share some advice on ways to detect and prevent scams.
Mm,
As what I just mentioned over and over again, if it's too good to be true, it's definitely scam. The
mm,
pricing of item, like if it's too ridiculous, never believe on it. And let's say if you somehow you're so lucky you get grand prizes or you won lucky draw, if it requires you to pay money, no, it's not real. So guys, don't be greedy again. And usually, right, in this rewards and lucky draw, they will usually inform you through their website or even email. So, and there's always an announcement on their website whether you actually want that or not. But if you couldn't find all this, then don't trust any incoming message saying that you want something, except
mm,
for you actually bought lottery ticket.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, the one no need to tell one You don't receive notification one You just get the
You
ticket,
check
just
your
scan.
ticket lah.
Yeah. I mean, the other thing, right? I saw you mention again phishing link, which
Mm,
the okay. We said that some of the people that actually manipulated the letter of A, or some of them like
yeah.
Maybank to you become Maybank 5U or Maybank SU, but this is like if it's very fishy, but like some of it, I don't know whether I don't think it's 100%, but when you actually saw a link or when you click a link, make sure it is in HTTPS. The S stands for secure. And
I mean, I mean it's yeah lah. It's good to do that also lah. But still, sometimes you still can kena one lah.
because HTTPS is not necessarily secure 100%, but it's
Yeah.
better to do that.
Yeah.
Better to be
Yeah.
safe than sorry lah.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Another thing is, one thing I believe, I would actually encourage everyone here to read Malaysian's PDPA Act, Personal Data Protection Act,
Hmm.
because
I think yeah, it's a very important thing to read right now, right? Especially now we are in the global online media stage.
yeah,
Like we have to know about this type of things.
like even you using your phone,
Yeah.
every time they say we need you to allow we have to need you to allow tracking on your device, or
Yeah.
to click on your to allow your recording, your microphone on camera.
Yeah.
Just make sure to disable it if you don't trust the apps. Like, although we are using Facebook right now, but Facebook is actually one of the biggest online data seller.
Yeah.
And to be exact, just try to disable tracking off at all times lah.
Yeah.
Like me myself, I actually disable Facebook, Instagram, all these trackings, because I find it not too secure, because they actually know where I am most of the time, even Google.
Mm.
Okay. But then the next thing is, the reason why I actually asked everyone to read PDPA is basically, if people ask you about your name, okay, maybe your name is fine, your IC, maybe it's fine, but like your card number, your account number, then you shouldn't give them. There's no
If
way someone can ask you for your personal information.
if police ask how? I no. I think if police ask, so I think you cannot give.
If it's face to
Un-
face, it's fine.
Bank account no lah.
If it's face to face, it requires them for checking. I think it's all fine, because if let's say you got scammed, they say I need your bank account for investigation.
No,
It's
no,
all
no,
fine.
no, no. I think like that. You face to face. You said you must go to the police station first.
Yeah, like in police
You
station,
you
yes.
send yeah. You said we go to police station and talk. Cannot on the spot like that lah.
But if it's through phone call, never,
Mm.
because
Mm.
when you just tell them, they basically are already typing something, and password is so easily, breach.
Yeah.
Your password isn't very secure one,
Yeah.
Mm.
Then also how was it? Apart from that also, right?
Mm.
Then if it's a scam, the scam police lah. If it's scam police ask this type of stupid question they were very quite eager to ask you for money man. Real police will do that, but in a secretive way.
They have notebook,
Scammer directly ask you.
Not no defamation here, but it's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, it's true. Okay, and then one of the things is that then the transaction will be weird lah, weird type of transaction instead of direct bank in towards a company account a company bank account they'll request for PayPal lah or gift card lah. Western Union also sometimes they like to use. I don't know why they like to use
But
Western Union, but
how
they
they
use it at
manage to
Western.
learn like Western Union? Because Western Union, like
I
one of
don't
the
know.
biggest online,
Maybe that bank company is not that legitimate. I don't know. No, not legitimate. Maybe dodgy. Maybe it's actually dodgy. We don't know, ma.
They're actually
It's an
legitimate.
international bank, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they are actually not that credible outside of Malaysia, leh. Maybe it's like that.
It could be. It could be.
Yeah. So I think that's why a lot of people use a lot of these scammers like to use Western Union, lah.
I mean,
Don't know lah.
gift card is one of the greatest thing. I know that.
Yeah, I don't understand. Some people fall for it still.
Why would you
I
want?
don't know
Why
why.
would someone needs a gift card? It's like,
Mm,
because I think it's irreversible. That's why people prefer
it-
gift card.
yeah.
And the next thing, I think, most of the time when you suspect yourself like getting scammed, always ask for, the company's address first thing, their contact, their organization name. If it's a registered company, you can find their details online no matter what.
Yes, yes.
Because
Then
only
also, I think you can say, if you purchase from a company, right? If you still like, if you talk online, WhatsApp, all that thing, you still not convinced, right? You can ask them for invoice. Before you buy, you ask them for invoice.
they can lari you
Which no, the thing is the invoice they will show you properly.
oh
The
yeah,
company name, the company
registration
registration
number.
number, and all this. Then you look lah, find for typo, all that thing. If got typo, it means not real lor.
Yeah.
Right.
It can be void through typo actually. Any
Yeah.
contract or whatever it is, even contracts and stuff, it could be void just a little bit of typo. So be aware of that lah. And also, make sure don't click any threatening links online. Like, it's not real. It's not real, but you cannot identify whether it's real or not. So when you actually in some page, they say you got scammed, or they say you must click this link in order to move. I think most of the time our browser will actually warn us this is not legitimate. So just don't try to to press it anymore.
Yeah. Sometimes it's so tempting, I guess.
Like, in what kind of situation is tempting to you? Except for adult website. When you
That's
have
free though.
but some of these are actually like fake. So when you press it in, they manage to track everything because you allow your device to track you. So they just manage to get this data from your respective apps. Let's say you're using Facebook to track yourself. When you press it, they manage to breach your Facebook. They get all the data. It's always, keep a practice. Don't save your account number. Some people, they like to save their account number in their phone, because I couldn't remember. So in your phone contact number, I tried Maybank and my account number. Or sometimes some people, they couldn't remember. They just say my Maybank password, my public bank password. Never do that. Don't do that. Okay, so let's look at the comment section. Oh, actually, we don't have any comment section left.
So sad.
So
Not
sad.
enough viewers. Hey guys, go and share to people lah. Share to your friend. Hey, we all very sad,
We actually, everyone's comment and everyone's reaction here is here to drive us to move forward. We want to provide you a very good quality podcast here in Malaysia. With we need planning, we need everything. So I really appreciate if you actually subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our Facebook page, follow our Instagram. We are quite active.
Don't worry. We're not scamming you.
We won't scam you. We won't scam you.
We just ask you to subscribe only here. Okay, you click one button. That's it. Okay, no ask you for bank account.
We are here to spread love. Okay, follow our Podbean podcast, Spotify podcast, Apple podcast, and even Google podcast. If you don't want to see our face, you can go to their website. All these podcast websites. But if you don't want to listen to our voice, you have no choice. Maybe next time we need voice changer, right? Okay. So, thank you for watching. I hope you guys can get something away from our podcast today, because today's topic, although it's quite funny, it's a bit fun, but it's a very serious matter where you might get scammed in the future. But we are sharing some of this information that we know, so you can avoid being scammed in the future. So thank you for tuning in, and love you all, and see you guys next Sunday.
Bye.
Bye bye.